Hey there, welcome to the Lumière channel. Welcome to your money message. This is going to be a message about money. Hello? Either how to acquire it, what to do about it, but really whatever spirit wants to tell you about your money. This could be in relation to a career thing that you've been thinking about, a project that you've been thinking about, an expenditure, an investment. I don't know. But if you have a particular question, ask it now in your heart and pick a card. If you have another question, ask it now and then pick a card for that question. And we'll see what money message is here for you from Spirit. All right? The timestamps are in the description box below. I will see you in your reading. Bye-bye. Bam. Here we are. We have communicate clearly in the reverse. We have you're ready. Nice. We have the star. We have give your relationship a chance. We have healing family issues in the reverse. We have the Hermit, and then we have the creepy King of Cups. Now, it's not so much the creepy King of Cups, like this is the creepy King of Cups, like excuse me? But this guy isn't that much better. But he is better. So, listen, I think there's something here about advice that is ill-suited for you. Okay? Listen, when it comes to your money, trust yourself more. Spirit is saying trust yourself more. Okay? Whether this is an adventure you want to go on, an expenditure, adventure, an expenditure, an investment, a pulling back Asian, a trip, even, I guess, an idea you have, something that you want to be in or are involved in or what have you. Trust yourself more, Pal 4. I love that you're Pal 4 because Pal 4 has, to me, some type of like innate balance that gets messed up by external factors. Kind of a Libra energy. Like there's an internal stability, an internal knowing that then gets bogged down by external hullabaloo. And that's not to say the hullabaloo is bad. Like if you're going to be bogged down by it, it's because you see some value in it. It's just that I think what Spirit is trying to tell you here when it comes to your money is, yeah, sure, maybe there's value, whatever, but trust yourself over that. Trust your gut. Trust your inclinations. Trust your pushes. Trust your nudges. More than what is commonly perceived as XYZ. More than what's done. More than what other people are doing. Or more than what you're being told to do. What experts are saying. So make your decision based off of that. And that can be quite nuanced. So take a second, breathe into what you think your guidance would be in that. It's not do whatever you want. No, it's like, well, the thing that you want to do, what are your thoughts on it? Yeah, I want to do it, but I think maybe now may not be the right time. Or this is something that I need, but perhaps not in this form, in this other form. Maybe this pivot. Or I need to do this and just do it. Or like whatever that thing is. Or maybe I need to stop on this and pull back and focus on this later. Or I feel like I have to do this. I don't want to do that, but it kind of seems like I should do it or I'm being pulled to do it, but I don't want to do it, but I'm like, really listen to the voice of your own inner knowing and approach that with no judgment. I love the King of Cups here because he's essentially standing in for the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is beautiful. She really is that, like, if this was the Queen of Cups, I would have gone, yes, your intuition, trust that. Because that's what the Queen of Cups is. She's highly intuitive. She's a little priestess. She's an earthly priestess. She's very wise, very astute, and feels into things and can feel the energy of things and sort of just like moves with it, but also knowingly moves with it. With the King of Cups, it's very interesting because that's supposed to be sort of like sometimes a graduated energy of that, but also a more yang approach. right? Next to the Hermit is quite interesting because I think you've heard enough, okay? You've heard enough. You've done enough. You've learned enough. You've thought about things to death enough, okay? You've done enough of that prep work. You've done enough. You've learned enough. It's now sort of time for you to put your money where your mouth is, for you to put what you've heard others say and put it up against what you want, right? How you see yourself, what you think you're capable of or have been capable of. It's time to change. It's time to change that up. It's time to change that up. Leave the cave you've been in for too long, whatever that cave was. It's time for you to act. Now, the Star and the King of Cups are not action cards. You're ready though, right? You're ready is here, but they're not action cards. What they are is this King of Cups is giving me a little bit more of a feminine touch to it, of that passive energy, but not really. It's like moving by that. Moving by your inner knowing, and not just sort of sitting in your inner knowing, but really engaging actively with your inner knowing. Engaging actively with that and really like stopping and feeling into that energy and going, okay, like honestly, real power, like real shit, taking the time to take the time to take the time to sit with your thoughts, to sit with your feelings. I love this because this would be the greatest time for me to show you the Star Journal. The link is in the description box below for you to get your own copy of the Star Journal, I think. I hope. I think it's on Amazon. Oh, because the star is literally right here and the star is saying you are the star player. I really shouldn't be lazy. I should bring that book over. Hold on, let me get it for you. Bam. This is the Star Journal. Scripted thoughts, abstract reality, and that's what you kind of need. You need to sort of sit in your own space, and a lot of the questions in the Star Journal are personal questions that I ask my coaching clients and that I've seen result in getting them to where they are, to where they want to be, to get in touch with themselves and really hear and fine-tune hearing the voice of their inner knowing. That's why I talk about that book. It's not just a blank journal. It's got like guided questions that you get to pick and work into, that when you really, really sit with those questions, you get to go deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself to understand what the sound of your intuition is saying, where it's guiding you, where you may have a feeling, but your intuition says, hey, you know what? This feeling, hold on to it. It means something. But for now, we got to do this other thing. So I digress, right? The Star is here. The Hermit is here. The Hermit sort of going on about how much time to test how much you've actually learned, right? But with the King of Cups, it's actually doing. It's now taking that intuition and the what it's giving you and actually flexing into that. So when it comes to your money, big ass energies here, big energies. Move with intuition and question, like engage with your intuition as though you were talking to a highly supportive friend, right? Give your relationship a chance. I think give your relationship with yourself a chance, with your intuition a chance. If you have money, no money, you're trying to make a decision in your business or your career, you have the answers. You just got to communicate clearly with yourself, and you're ready to do that. If you've been looking for a reading, a guidance reading for your money or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. But just genuinely listen to that message with an open heart and listen to it a couple of times. After, this is what I tell people that get a personal reading with me, listen to it like a week later or a couple days later, where now the message, you can listen to it with a fresher set of ears, knowing that you've already heard it, and you may hear some things that hit you a little bit differently. The first reaction is always just kind of like an emotional heightened reaction, but when you watch it again later, you hear other things and you hear where they settle in reality. Healing family issues here, I think this is just going against the crowd. I think there's definitely more here as well with how you can move with people, maybe like the guidance of your family, the path that your family has taken, as opposed to the path that you want to take. The path that is notoriously taken is just not, maybe not for you, or you need to really revisit that. You are a master at creating good feelings and controlling emotional energies. How can you use them to benefit yourself? The possibilities are endless. You can be understanding. Don't limit yourself, but recognize that not everyone is going to be able to accept what you're doing. Okay, so I feel like you're planning something, you want to do something, and it's almost like Spirit is saying, go in the direction of the path less traveled. Go in the direction of something that you don't, not that you don't think your family would approve of, but like that isn't like the road that people would expect you. Like, not, don't do the thing that others are necessarily doing unless it's something that you think is for you to do, right? Like some paths, the majority are doing them, but then there's a small section that isn't doing that, and that's the path that speaks to you more. Do that. So there's something there about fitting in and breaking out of generational sort of like, this is what we have, this is what we can do, this is what's available to us, that you are fucking busting out of that. All right, I wish you everything. Let me know what this is. Let's claim it in the comments, and I want to pray for you. So let me know what it is, and I can send you some prayers. All right, keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, Pal 6, welcome to your money message. So what we're doing today basically is looking to see what Spirit wants to tell you as it concerns your money and the energy around that. I love that. Heck yeah, let's go. Honestly, the readings so far have been good. And just really uplifting. Okay. Okay, remain positive within the next few weeks. Give your relationship a chance. The King of Swords, love that. The new love, and the Four of Cups on the negative side. Let's talk about it. Pal 6, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Remain positive. Remain in the energy of it's happening for me, not to me. Remain in the energy of things are looking up, things are gonna look up, I'm going to receive it, I am receiving it, I have received it, it's just on its way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, stay in that positive energy, stay in those positive vibes, because there is something coming for you within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, something is actually, I think it's like an idea. It could be something tangible, but I feel like an idea is coming for you in the next few weeks. I feel like a change of psyche is coming to you in the next few weeks, an epiphany, a thought, something that will move you in the direction that you've been wanting, that you've been hungry for. And I think that's a good message I need to say for you right now, which is when it comes to your money, your career, however that goes, your business, your work, whatever, expenditure, ventures, investments, non-spending, whatever, savings, you've been, maybe, I don't know if this is you, if you've been in a rut, or if you've been just kind of like, I don't know about how you live your life, but I can feel in my soul, in my like center, that there's something I'm holding my breath for, because my inner being knows something is coming, right? And I feel like that's not even the message I wanted to say. So maybe that's for you, cool, great. But what I'm seeing here is someone who has maybe been crucifying themselves, saying, I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something wrong. And maybe you have, I'm not going to say you haven't necessarily. But what I am going to say is it's been not the right time, right? If you're like, I've tried this, it's not working. I've tried that, it's not working. I've tried this, it's not working. I've done this, it's not working. If that's like an energy that you're familiar with, like, why isn't things coming? Why aren't things coming? Like, it's not, da, 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 da. If that's an energy you relate with, it just hasn't been the time for it. Period. It's not gonna snow in the summer. That's not true. Literally, there was a storm where I live. It was 90 degrees Celsius that day. And later that evening, it wasn't even like the sun was still out, baby girl. I call everybody girl. There was hail hitting my fucking windows. So anything could happen. Okay. But the conditions were right. Essentially, the conditions haven't been what they needed to be for you to have the thing that is going to work, the thing that is going to make sense as an investment, the move that's going to work, the person that's going to make sense, just the thing, right? The idea, the decision, it just hasn't hit. Okay. I love new love. Oh yeah, new love. That's exactly. Spirit lives in the house of Lumière, baby. Even I have to remind myself constantly. Because truly, new love is that new idea. The King of Swords is in the upright, baby. He's on the positive side. And he is saying, oh, just you wait. Just you wait. You're about to have an amazing idea in the next few weeks. And in the next few weeks, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're getting there. I think something will bring this to you as well. Like some epiphany something will bring it to you. I am seeing you like getting something. I'm not seeing you getting something physical. I don't know. But I do feel like initially there was something physical. So perhaps something physical sort of inspires something, but it's been brewing, right? And so remain positive, remain in an energy of, I don't know, receptivity or something, okay? Don't be closed off. I love that. Four of Cups on the negative says, you are too closed off. Focus on yourself. You're too closed off, focused on yourself and your thought patterns. Thinking and silence are good, but too much inwardness, especially in relationships, will bring fatigue and mental rust. Restore the solid foundations of an emotional relationship and do it with clarity, simplicity, and love. We also have give your relationship a chance. This, I think, is to give yourself a chance. This, to me, feels like hang in there. Hang in there. If there's a venture, a career, an option, an investment, something that you're like, dang, do I have to give this up? Or dang, what do I need to do? Or dang, I don't know what to do about this if I do that. Hang in there. Some idea, some news, some words, something new, something whatever will come and properly guide you on how and what to do with what you're pondering over. Okay, if you're worried about, oh, where do I invest my money? Something will come for you to invest in. Just remain positive. Now, remain positive isn't whatever that means to you. It's what feels good. What feels good to me is taking a walk, is eating some asparagus, is getting Chinese food, is I think I'm going to cook something today, is I think I'm going to message this person, is I think I want to donate to a charity today, is I think I'm going to, I don't know, talk to my neighbor, text my neighbor, see how they're doing, if they need anything. Like, is it going on this website? Is it signing up for this thing? Is it, leaving a comment on a, like, I don't know, baby girl, I call everybody girl. I don't know what that is for you, but whatever it is that'll put you in a happy mood, something that'll make you feel good, lean into that. Stinking thinking, it's not time for that. It's not time for stinking thinking. It's not time for that. I'm not saying be delusional. This isn't the energy of being delusional and like expending a lot of time and like imagination and stuff. No, this is about practically doing things in your world that make you feel good to put you in an actual physical state of positivity. That's going to help with your money. Okay? That's going to move you in the direction that spirit is guiding you towards, that you've been wanting. Okay? Decrease the influence of emotion. So I think this is you taking charge actually over your emotional state. But also decrease how you feel about things in terms of flip it. If something happens, if someone does something and you go, oh, that person cut me off while driving, maybe kind of go, oh, you know what? Maybe that person is in a hurry. They're trying to get to their person. Maybe they got to use the toilet. Maybe they weren't thinking. Maybe, try to flip things towards the positive. Like, don't, like, use your head here to actively put you in thinking that keeps you highly grounded. Your noble nature ensures alliances, positive changes, and vital dynamics. Refrain from using any kind of force or violence. Let others do the actual fighting. Oh, King of Swords really do be doing that. Also, there is a relationship message here. When it comes to other people, and if they're saying, things that, oh, this sucks, try to pivot those things to the positive as well, because I think that's going to actually really help you by helping them as well. Listen to the people, listen to what they have to say. If this is like coworkers, right? Like if your coworker is like da-da-da-da-da, then you kind of go, oh no, well maybe this, right? Like that'll be a good exercise for you to also flex your positivity muscle, and also may yield some really good, karma, or just some really good like energy with the people around you as, oh, you know, this, that, and the other, it's not, it could be worse, so it's not that bad, or maybe we could look at this as an opportunity for blah, 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 because that also puts you in a state of positivity, because you're bringing that to other people. I wish you everything, Pal 6. This was so sexy. I'm excited for the whatever's coming your way. I do think there's like some sort of something, like a physical, tangible something that's coming your way, but it's also like, like an idea, an epiphany. So I don't know if like you get like a check and then that money, you go, this is exactly what I needed for this thing, or like, I don't think it's that. I'm seeing like a box, I'm seeing like a little envelope, I'm seeing you smiling, but also like it's like something good that makes you go, maybe you get like a flyer in the mail, right? And like it's a thingy for a vacation spot, and you go, oh my god, actually that's a background I could use for this thing that I want to do, and that background is like an amazing background and font, or baby, I don't know what this is. It's sort of abstract, but it's also not, and so it's both. I wish you everything, keep it light and good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pal 8, how are you? Yeah. Let's get into this bread. Let's get into this good. Listen, Pal 8, I got some interesting visions while shuffling for you. There is an idea or an investment or move that maybe you've been thinking of that I need to tell you that it's not the right one for you. Okay. It could have been an opportunity that came up and you're like, oh, maybe, like it could be something that you wanted. Okay. Something that you wanted. That's something that you want that's in the vicinity of it, of being something that you like, but it's not for you. Like that's not the one, right? It's not the one. It looks like it, but it's not. It feels good. It feels right, but it's not it. Okay? Or at least if there was something that once upon a time felt good, right? Once upon a time was really nice. It wasn't meant for you to commit to for forever, ever, and ever, and ever in that iteration, okay, in that form. It was either just a thing for now, it was in your life for a season and a reason, but perhaps not a lifetime in that particular iteration, okay? This is reminding me of multiple things. There's a conference I attended like last week or the week before, I don't remember, time is crazy. And there was an amazing opportunity. And I was like, I want this opportunity. It was so just like, girl. I call everybody girl. And I wanted it. And I still want it. I think about it. But I was like, you know what? I don't feel like this is the right time for me. And in the future, I think when I'm in a better, I'm in a more suitable position for this, it will be very great. All right, so I said bye to it, okay? And today I got an email. So I think it was last week, just a week before. Today I got an email saying like, yo, this thing, it's still here. If you want this part of it, which is the part that I wanted, this is what you can do. And I'm just like, I want it. I really want it. I want this. I want this for me. It feels so good. I like it, but it just doesn't feel right. There's a hold in my heart, in my center, in my being that's sort of saying no. Right? Like my inner knowing is like no. My emotions in my head, and even that inner knowing is like yes, but not now, right? Like not now. So I really fucking want it, but it's not now, which sucks because like, oh my god, it's such a great opportunity. So that could be something for you, right? Something that is exciting, but in your heart you just feel your heart is weighted by rocks, but in a no, right? Like your intuition is like no, or your inner knowing is like no. So it just kind of feels like there's something that it could be that. It could be something that you've been into, right? Maybe you changed careers, or you started enjoying a hobby, or you started investing in a certain thing, your time in a certain thing, and things aren't working. Maybe it's a business. Things haven't been working. And Spirit's kind of saying, hey, that wasn't meant to be for forever in the way that you see it, right? And the way that you thought it would be. Like it wasn't meant to be for forever. It was meant to be a for now thing, a for then thing, for a reason thing, for to get you to another level. And now it may be time to decommit from that. It's not the thing that you should continue pushing, right? And so, that's a bit somber, because of the energy that you've given to it, what you've done for it, but it just no longer feels good. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell you what cards came out. Because as I speak, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh shit, these cards are the same. The messages that I just gave were because of wedding in reverse, and some cards while I was shuffling spat out. One of them was true love in reverse, and that's just an opportunity that's either missed or not the right one, but it does feel good. And also, as I was shuffling, I was getting like, not a vision, but whatever you want to call it, a vision, or I don't know what to call it, of a visual discussion with Spirit or whatever of something that is a nice surprise, but and I was gonna lean into it, and Spirit was like, no, that was it. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, something that an opportunity that you thought would be yours, an opportunity that you think you can push on and make different and make it yours and have it bow down to you. But Spirit's kind of saying, no, that's not what that was. Like, that's a reason and a season, not a lifetime, okay? So enjoy it for what it is and let go of it when it's time to let go of it. And then the nice blessing is at the bottom of the deck, we have very soon. So something coming to replace that, something coming to usurp that. Now, looking at the cards that we have wedding in reverse, we have the 10 of Cups in the negative, the 6 of Pentacles in the positive, and perfect timing in the reverse, right? Something coming that seems like it's right, but it's not right, but it might be there for the moment. So I'm not sure. For some of you, perhaps Spirit might be saying, hey, enjoy this thing while it lasts. That's what Spirit may be saying. For some of you, that's a specific message you needed to hear. Hey, enjoy this thing while it lasts. It's not for you for forever, but while you got it, enjoy it. Why not? Right? Use it for what it is. Don't commit yourself. Don't overly commit yourself. Do what you got to do for it. 6 of Pentacles, right? But don't commit so hard that don't marry it, right? Because you got to be loose enough to exit. The 10 of Cups and the wedding card are very much the same message to me sometimes. To me, the 10 of Cups is the wedding card. In this deck, not as like a rule, but as a rule for the deck of the Romance Angels. In this deck, it says a crisis awaits you in the area of moral values or family harmony. Talk sincerely with those who are important in your life, and you will lessen the impact of what might happen. Avoid divisions, misunderstandings, and quarrels by limiting your willingness to provoke them. So there may be something that is affecting your family, or will affect your family, or will affect you, and you may need to ask or talk to your family or the people that you live with or the people that you relate with and let them know about this situation. So this situation with you may involve other people, and you letting them know what you can handle and what you can no longer handle, because things aren't going in a way that they used to, or are no longer going in a way that you want. Okay. If you're backing out of something, if you think you need help, like that could be something that you need to let them know of, like, hey, I can't do this anymore, or I can't do this like this. How can we make an accommodation for this as a family, as a group, as a team, something like that, right? If you be giving your time to something else, then you got to let your people know in your world that, hey, this is how this thing will be affecting me. So I want us to talk about how we can navigate this space together so we can reach a state of harmony as a cohort. 6 of Pentacles is very much about practicalities, right? Six of Pentacles is very much about practicalities. So if there is something that you've gone through or are experiencing, what are the practicalities of that, right? What can or can you not handle? And sharing that. And I had to do something like this similar, where I was kind of like, yo, how's that gonna happen? Like, who's gonna handle this, right? Or this could really relate to, someone that was coming to do a job for you, or something that you were going to invest in. You're going to have to look at your finances or look at yourself and go, I don't think I can do this. Or I don't think I can do it by myself. Like, I can't do this by myself anymore. Or I can't do it, period. It's not the right time. I'm going to have to postpone it. Right? And that could be something here too, like postponing something until such a time that things make sense. With the Six of Pentacles is you'll receive the appreciation and gratitude of those who have benefited from your generosity. Be even more generous and righteous and work to multiply material goods in order to keep everyone in prosperity. Detach yourself from the effort of your works by rejoicing in goodness and prosperity. And there's something here about very soon. So I feel like if you've spoken up about something, that's good. Things will be working out. If you've been thinking about it, that's good. Things will work out the way they need to. Speak up about it. Share your burden. If you're overburdened at work, right? If you can no longer do the work that is on your plate, speak about it, because they probably need to know that, right? And that way you may get more support, as opposed to just, stuffing yourself, being silent, and not having the discussion over what needs to be done. Because you might be surprised, you might get some feedback about the overwhelm that you're feeling, and it might help you from the other people that are involved. Okay, I hope this helped. There was a lot of messages here. I hope one or a couple of them struck where they needed to. If not, and you still picked this reading and you're still listening, there is a message in here for you. Come back in a day or two when the energies have sort of maybe moved in a way that you can hear this message in a way that sits in the scenario or scenarios in your life that might be making sense for you. Okay, I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey there, pal 2. Welcome to your money message. We're going to see what Spirit has to say to you about your money. Something you may need to know, something that affects your money. Open your mind to what this message could be about, okay? It could relate to anything. And everything is connected, okay? Everything is connected. So be open to that. Oh, cute. Oh, decent. All right. Well, that's weird. You have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in the positive. You have the Page of Wands in the negative, the Lovers in the negative. Healing family issues, love yourself first, and no need to worry in the reverse. Okay. I think if you have been worried about something money-wise, you should take that into account. I don't think you should turn a blind eye to your worries. Okay, there's some nuggets of wisdom in your doubts, in your fears, in your worries, but I would say don't approach them as what you're scared of. Approach them as information and feedback that your inner knowing or your goblins or your personal demons, like whatever, is trying to tell you, and actually address them piece by piece. Okay, I was talking to another pile and we were talking about this journal, okay, the Star Journal. This is a journal that I created that has some prompts in it, but you can also use the pages in here to write down certain thoughts, especially as it relates to being a home for your star power, you being the number one in your world, right? And what I mean by that is, with this in particular, when you have a fear about a venture that you're about to take on, oh, what if this? Write it down. Write it down. What if this? Come up with a solution for it. Don't just let it live in your head without any sort of answer or response from you. Like, hello? Write it down. Oh, what if, I fail? Then I will try again, or I have this to fall back on. I have this degree. I have this skill. I have this, that. So if I fail, I have these things I can fall back on. If I fail, I have these people I can turn to for comfort. If I fail, I have these other plans I can try out. If I fail, I will try again, but maybe this way. So that way you have a game plan, right? You're addressing your concerns. So That's a rudimentary concern. That's a sort of a basic concern. Write down whatever your concerns are, right? What if I don't find love? What if this interrupts my love life? What if I make too much money? Or what if I miss out on the person because they're supposed to find me at this location instead of the other location, right? What if I change gyms and I can never see my gym crush? Like, whatever, you know? Write down your fears and look at them and face them, right? There's no running away from what your inner being is trying to tell you in a very basic form, which is fear. Primal form, I should say. Primal form of communication that our brains have is that fear factor, those fear feelings. But if we actually listen to them, they're no longer dubbed as bad or negative. They're now informative. So look at that, all right? How will it affect your family? How will it affect your future family, your past family, what you call family? How will the choices that you make affect you truly? And really think about it, like really get in there. Don't be blind to the realities as you see them, as you experience them. The Knight of Pentacles here says go slow. Go slow, because at the bottom of the Knight of Pentacles, and I think I'll do this one more, a few more, is the Nine of Pentacles, which is what I really wanted to talk about because she's in the negative. This Knight of Pentacles is very interesting. I love this deck. This is the Tarot of Opposition or something. Yeah, Tarot of Oppositions. And in this deck, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse says something that the wisdom of the Oracle talks about, which says grace is an unearned gift. If this is somebody who you've been lucky. You're a lucky person, baby. Wear that luck. Wear that luck. You're a lucky person. Fucking adorn yourself with it. Maybe things have happened to you, positive or negative, right? Whatever. But this Knight of Pentacles says, hey, maybe you've got something, right? Maybe you've got something in the past. Maybe you got something in the present. And you kind of think that that's how it's always going to be. And I hate that I have to say this because that's nice to think about. Why not? You kind of go, oh, maybe it'll happen again. Maybe I'll have a stroke of luck. Maybe this or that. Maybe this again. And that's beautiful in terms of like manifesting. But Spirit is kind of saying, number two, there's some doubts that you need to consider. Like, yeah, maybe luck will strike again. Amazing. It's just that there's still some things that we think you need to actually pay attention to that are coming up in your head. The Knight of Pentacles says, though an unexpected gain or undeserved gift won't make you rich, it may delude you into believing that everything will be yours without having earned it. Enjoy the moment, but don't expect this kind of thing to sustain or support you. Work is still required. And that's what the work that I'm talking about when you write down your thoughts in a journal, when you actually spend the time and take the time to list out your thoughts and hear what your inner knowing is trying to tell you in a way that is being judged as fear or is actually coming through as fear. Love yourself first is really interesting. Love yourself first is really interesting because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, we're using the romance angels, yes, because they speak to me in many, many ways, and we're using them for money. They love speaking to me in money. Love yourself first is pay yourself first. Okay, pay yourself first is provide for your future, provide for your now. Look at what your bills are, look at what your life can sustain, and then start looking at what needs to be taken care of so it's taken care of. The only way to do that is to actually look at yourself, to really care for yourself in that way of drawing up boundaries for yourself and saying, hey, we got to look at those things that we got to look at. The moon is telling me hidden stuff. Okay, hidden. It's on the negative, but it's like hidden energies that you don't know about that you need to start unearthing, right? It says illusions and emotions that take over your life will cause you pain if you don't question their origins. The dreams of practical people fade at dawn. Those who are haunted by dreams wander in delusion, chilled to the heart. Shake off the moon dust and face the waking reality. Thank you. Spirit lives in the house of Lumière. If you didn't know that, Spirit lives in the Lumination. Spirit governs over the Lumination. This is the Lumination. Welcome to the Lumination. This is the message that we were kind of talking about, where you kind of have to get real and really start looking at the realities of things. And this is a beautiful message, by the way. This is a very positive message. Look at the Ace of Cups here, and look at the Fool there. Once you look at your fears, the things we're calling fears, those goblins, those personal demons, the worries that you have, and go slow with the Knight of Pentacles, you can use the gift that you've had, right? If you get a gift, if you get a nice, you can use that to further yourself after you've actually done the work, after you've done sort of like the experience of feeling into what your fears are and making a plan for them, because that means when something happens, you will have a plan, or you would have thought about it already and made sure that in your progress forward, like the Knight of Pentacles, you're taking measures to ensure that you're covering your ground as best as you can. Okay? This is crazy. The Lovers in reverse, the Lovers in this negative side, talks about what exactly the Knight of Pentacles was talking about. It's crazy. Spirit knew I was going to look that up. Incoming gifts and energies could be poisoned, dictated by selfish choices. All right. Think carefully about your relationships and what generated them. Think carefully about your money challenges, your money desires, and what's creating them. Like, really dig deep, not just in your fears, but even in your desires. Why do I want that? Why do I not want to live paycheck to paycheck? Why do I want to make X amount of money? Why? What am I going to do with that? What is that for me? Give yourself reasons. Give yourself reasons, right? Treat yourself as, whatever. If it's about going into business for yourself, why do you want to do that? Be really honest with yourself. Open and honest and non-judgmental with your own sort of thoughts, feelings, and actions. Like, don't be judgmental with yourself, for heaven's sake. Get in there and get raw. The Knight of Wands on this negative side is about impulsiveness and force without control and temporary results, right? No one doubts your worth except you. Even those who know your flaws and failings can't help but respect you. Baby girl, I call everybody girl. You need to plan, okay? Spirit is saying that there's some things that you're riding high on, which is beautiful. It's beautiful that you are manifesting these things. And the world will bow down to your manifestations. But at the same time, honey, let's get to the practicalities and let's think about what the repercussions could be, what we're worried about, why we want this, so that when we get that good that's coming, that good that's coming, when we take those leaps of faith, when we get those opportunities that are coming in, we know why we're doing them. And when we know why we're doing them, we can then make choices that are in alignment. When we know what we're afraid of, what we don't want to do, our doubts, and we can make choices that are in alignment, because then we have a solution. Rather than saying no to something that we want to do because of a fear, we can say yes to it, saying the fear can come along, I'm ready for it. Rather than saying yes to something despite the fear, you didn't think about the fear, so you're not ready for it when it comes into reality. Right? So let's do what we need to do. Go slowly with the Knight of Pentacles. Be meticulous with what you got to do. And this is great. I love this for you. This is such a beautiful message, because I think it's just saying, like, you've got this. Just don't fall for your own, don't fall for your own, I don't know. Don't fall for your own juice. I don't know what's the saying? Don't fall for your own crack. What does it say? Don't fall for your own, I don't know. Herbs? I don't know, baby girl. I don't know what it is. I call everybody girl. Don't fall for your own stuff, right? Spirit needs you to be practical as well. Spirit needs you to be practical as well. Like, okay, what am I going to do? What are my targets? Why am I doing this? And not why in like a judgmental way. Again, there needs to be no judgment when you go into questioning yourself, okay? There needs to be no judgment. It's got to be an explorative discussion between self and self. All right, I wish you everything, baby. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time.